Hi, my name's Charlotte and this is the picture that I'm going to be colouring in today. And oh look, I've already started. So this is just really an introduction to YouTube. I've only started with these Windsor and Newton markers in the last, say, like 2 weeks. So I'm by no means an expert and I'm really just kind of working through and figuring out how to use them. I do think I've definitely got a lot better with them than I was when I first started, and I know what to expect from them now. Like for instance, where I'm colouring it now and there are kind of those lines. Before I would have massively panicked and just kept kind of colouring over, not realising that once it dries it does kind of fade in and then you can work from there, sort of, as you'll see. So my pictures ended up just getting too waterlogged and too dark and it didn't work. Now I've actually tried to film this video. This is the third time. The first one I only filmed 18 minutes of it. The second time I filmed it all, uploaded it to iMovie, and then thought, okay, great, and I deleted it off my phone, and it deleted it off iMovie. So that was just a bad day. That was just a really bad day. But I thought, no, okay, so I drew this one last night, and I wasn't intending to film it, but then I really liked how it turned out. So I thought, okay, well, I'll wait till tomorrow, which is today, and I'll colour it in when I've got some good natural light. So that's what I did, and that's what you're seeing here. There isn't really a concept to this. I just saw a picture on Pinterest of a woman with this expression on her face, and I just thought it was great. That kind of disgust really is what she's looking. And then I had this idea in my head of, like, if you ever heard the poem, there was a little girl with a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. When she was good, she was very, very good, but when she was bad, she was horrid. And that's kind of what I saw here. And it's kind of, in my mind, she's like in a pageant and she's got like second or third place and she's just really disgusted by it. And that's why she's got this kind of, you know, crown of flowers rather than like a proper crown, and she kind of doesn't like it. And it's also, as you'll see later on, it's why the crown colours don't really fit with her. And that was a part of the idea really, is that, you know, it doesn't fit because she doesn't think it fits, because she should have the silver and gold and diamondy crown. But she doesn't, because she didn't win. And yeah, so that's kind of that. I know it's kind of, might seem silly to have that over just a picture I draw, but drawing usually takes such a long time, and I don't tend to do anything else, like listen to music or anything, so I create stories behind the pictures that I'm drawing, and it does kind of make it more fun, and it kind of gives meaning to something that really, kind of, this picture doesn't really have meaning. It's not a massively profound thing, it is just a drawing. But it kind of has meaning to me now, and I've not named her. I can't quite figure out her name. I thought for a while Priscilla, but I don't think that quite fits. I don't know. And yeah, I'm not sure. As you can see, sort of my style is more, it's realistic, but it's also very cartoonistic. It's definitely a mix of the two. Like, I'm not aiming for this to look like, oh yeah, this is what a real person looks like. But on the same hand, I don't want to go into any other kind of style. And I think this really probably is my style at the moment, but as I said, like, I've only had these pens for, God, not even 10 days. Some of them not so long, because I think I bought 18 on my birthday, for my birthday. Like, my partner took me to Hobbycraft and just let loose, and I bought these, and then I've been playing with them, and I love them so much that I just ordered like I think about another 50 on Amazon. So as they've been coming through, I've had new things to experiment with. And okay, so I'll tell you, sorry, about a bit about the colours. So the base of her skin is ivory, but I also went in with some satin to kind of do the deeper shadows. Her lips were poppy, that's right, and her eyes are lavender? No, amethyst, sorry, I should know that, that's my birthstone. Her eyes are amethyst. And then her hair is soft peach with some amber at the top, but kind of at the nape of her neck, which I didn't really like and kind of wish I hadn't done, but oh well, it happens. Now, I have sped this video up, as you can tell, by, I think it was by times 4, so it originally took me around 40 minutes to colour in, and drawing, I don't know, drawing took probably about 20 minutes, half an hour, because I was trying to figure out, it took me ages to figure out what I wanted her hair to look like, kind of this dress, like the one shoulder, so that took me a while. Sorry, I'm umming quite a lot, I don't have a script or anything, I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head. Another of these roses, the roses are Poppy Red and Firebrick. And the Poppy Red is as you can see, is kind of the bullet nib, so it's the pro marker, and the Firebrick is actually a brush marker. Now, when I was doing the skin, as you may have noticed, I actually did it with the chisel tip edge rather than the bullet nib edge, but then when I go in for detail, I do tend to use the bullet nib. Now, I have a mix of the bullet nib and the brush markers, and I like them both for kind of different reasons, really. Now, with doing the flower for this, I drew a group of roses a while back, and I just found the best way was to do it a little bit at a time, so that way it gives kind of the poppy and the Firebrick a chance to blend before the poppy gets before it kind of dries up, and then you get like a line of Firebrick rather than it blending in. As you'll notice with sort of the first flower I did, it has blended in a little bit more. Now, I did already know the colours I wanted to use, obviously, because I had them out and ready, but my main thing was that I wanted her to not match the crown and the flowers. Now, obviously I did her lips red, and they do match the flowers, which is kind of annoying, but I did use a different red, and I don't know if it's the screen, but off screen you can really tell that the red of her lips is like is more of a blue red, whereas the red on the flowers is kind of an orangey red, which might sound silly to some people, but I'm a massive fan of like red lipstick, and I don't wear red lipstick whenever I'm wearing red nail varnish because it never quite matches, and so that's my own little quirk, I guess, which doesn't really help because that doesn't go across. Now, for our eyebrows I used Praline, just again to add a little more sort of realism to the picture, I guess. Like, obviously the peach colour of her hair is not her natural hair colour, and so the Praline she's more of like a dirty blonde. I keep saying I'm really hoping I'm going to get better at that. Now, I've been wanting to do these videos for a while, mostly because I pretty much think about drawing all the time, and I do draw all the time. That's all I do, pretty much, apart from look for work, because I'm not working at the moment, and tidy the house. Draw is pretty much it, and it makes me so happy to do that, and it definitely lifts me from a funk. And I thought this would kind of be a great way of kind of getting my pictures out there, getting some input, and also it kind of motivates me. Like, I didn't really like drawing pictures and just having them pile up and not having anything to do with them. So yeah, so I decided, if I start a YouTube channel that gives me a reason to draw these pictures for, so yeah, now I'm just obviously, as you can see, doing the detail. I left those two roses white, but added in some grey, and it's the cool grey one, and the Cool Grey 4 that I added into them. And I also did it on a top. I don't know if you missed that because it kind of goes so quick with it being skipped. And there I'm going in with the Cool Grey 4 just to give it a bit of definition. And that's pretty much the picture. And then my white gel pen, which I can't remember what it is, but I'll list everything I've used below anyway. And that's it. So thanks for watching and goodbye.